Here, in the wild world of the RC, there are rigs that conquer mountains, rigs that ford rivers, and there's rigs straight from AliExpress. Hello and welcome to ReactiveTerrain RC, where suspension and articulation is just foreplay. Well, not for this poor thing. This is the Delica, apparently a four-wheel drive minibus that thinks it can crawl. And yes, you heard that right, thinks. And on paper, it's a four-wheel drive, but in reality, it's about as capable as a mobility scooter in the Sahara desert. But, and this is a big but, just look at it. Those scale details, that van charm. You don't buy this for its performance, you buy it because it just looks cool. And in the world of crawlers, you get a hand of God, but at ReactiveTerrain, you get a finger of a G-Dog. Which, now I've said that out loud, seems completely inappropriate. Well, let's take a little moment to enjoy how good this looks. It even claims that it's a licensed body. Now I know what you're thinking, guys. This is ReactiveTerrain RC. Give it a chance. You know, a true test of grit, torque and bravery. And unfortunately, this Delica brought none of the above. Instead, it's politely asking the mud if it would kindly step to a side, which, of course, it won't. Now, technically, this is a four-wheel drive. Effective four-wheel drive? Absolutely not. And here, if you listen careful enough, you can hear its entire soul screaming at us, asking us if we would just put it on a bit of tarmac, a smooth road, so it can just move on with its life. But the real Delica vans had a reputation for going absolutely anywhere. In this RC version, however, it prefers more of a spa day, a quick little trot around the countryside. But now we find a natural habitat, a smooth asphalt mountain drift road, and suddenly the Delica transforms, no longer struggling, a wannabe crawler, but a stylish cruiser. Here it glides with dignity and presence, with purpose. Okay, it's not exactly a drifter, but it does look utterly fantastic. Okay, so maybe this was a Stallone versus Dolph Lundgren. Stallone being the course, and this beautiful little creature being Dolph Lundgren. And as you can see, it's just, well, we almost feel sorry for it. And G-Dog had the perfect terminology for this vehicle. He said, reminds me of a hamster. And he's right. It does have that guinea pig and hamster vibe about it. And really, in the world of ReactiveTerrain, well, that's just not gonna cut it. And with this type of performance, it's never gonna live to see another day. So just maybe we can give this lovely little hamster a lease of new life. But just before we cut to some dramatic changes, we really weren't making this up. In fact, the box it came in is far more capable than the poor little Delica itself. Granted, it is being towed by the magnificent Unimog camper by Fair RC Mods, but even still, far more capable.
Alright, so it's safe to say this thing is rubbish. I mean, bless it. It's got a little bit of spring action. I think these wheels are like 30 mil. So, you know, if you want to take it down a little tarmac road for an adventure, it's great. But for reactive terrain, as G-Dog said, it just looks like a hamster or a guinea pig. So we need to make it look more like a guinea pig on steroids than this wobbly thing. So I'm going to get underneath it and we're going to pull out, as far as I can see, there's about half a dozen Phillips screws, and we'll get all them out and we'll see, well, what that leaves underneath. Alright, so as I suspected, it's literally half a dozen screws and then that's it. I mean, it's literally the whole chassis, the motor, the gearbox. I mean, you can literally put the battery in and you've got yourself this. And actually, it's not too bad. Like, I mean, you've got the servo's quite a big can. It doesn't actually got any writing on it, so I'm not sure what it is. The servo, which I did see, is actually a 3-core, but on, I think these they're similar plugs to the FCX24s and stuff like that. This is kind of glued in. Can't actually get this off unless it's on a clip or something. I can't actually get that out. I don't know if there's any numbers on it we can use to reference to it. This might be under there though. Can't really see in this light. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there's a couple of references we could have a little look and see what that's all about. And then we've got here just a little light module, but it does come with similar plugs to the FCX24Ms, and that is kind of similar to the lighting. I just want to focus. Focus? No. Yeah, so do I keep all this in here? I've still got the battery tray in there, and see if I can fit something in there. That way I don't have to disturb anything, which would be, well, stupidly easy. Right, let's have a little play. Alright, so this is the bare bones chassis that we do, and it's super, hence its name, bare bones. It's super simple. It's literally 2 rails. The skids are all built in. Yeah, the rock sliders and skids are all built into it. So you just literally bolt an SCX24 skid to it, and your suspension and shocks, and job done. And because it's an STL that I've done, I can edit this, and I think all I'm going to do is shave the sides off and create 2 flat plates that basically go down in here. You see these 2 bits here? So they're flat. I'll measure them, get that nice and flat, so then this literally just socket straight into that. As easy as that. And then it's just a case of figuring out what wheelbase we're going to go for, because at the moment obviously the wheelbase is a little off kill. I've got a funny feeling this is going to be kind of deadbolt up front, C10 front at the rear potentially, which would be alright. I still think it'd be, you know, super cool. And yeah, it's going to look so cool. And I think without pushing it too wide, the stance of it is fine. It's not like crazy big, looking like a big monster truck with these wheels. These are like the stock FCX24M D90 wheels and D10 wheels, and I like the rims. Rims look really good, although I do have a set of black rims I could put on it as well in here. Could put a set of those on it as well, maybe. I don't know, I think these look really super cool on it. So I think I need to find some links, get that all changed over, CAD up the chassis for it, and there you go. That's the bare bones. I mean, it is literally super simple. Depending on which way you put your motor, how you put your battery, I normally just put the battery either on the side or on the back, and then yeah. Alright, so I delved into my box of parts. So this is a bit of a jumble of parts that I've managed to find. I was going to use the barebone chassis, but then I found that I had a couple of sets of these, and I was like, ooh, I might use those. So I actually just put together a basic SCX24 chassis, just a couple of 3D printed parts just to give it a little bit of LCG, kind of just drop it down a little bit, that was all. These are normally sat about here, so moved them down a little bit and a little bit more forwards. These are a little bit lower than they normally would be, i.e. higher up in the body. And I didn't have to make a lot of adjustment, so I'm running a C10 front rear and a deadbolt front rear. This is actually a 4-link as well. I just 3D printed a couple of top links, and that's about it really. I just want to see how well this goes. If this turns out to be super cool, then maybe we'll delve deeper and get some new axles and, you know, trip it completely out. But I just, you know, I want to see whether this is really quite top heavy, which, let's face it, it's going to be. But it does sit really nice on the runners. And the one thing I do like about it is that we've got this little lip here, kind of just sits. You line it up, you kind of line that line up, and then it just sits, this lovely little pleat here. Now I did have to remove a little bit of material just on this front, and I haven't moved it completely out so that it looks bizarre. Just removed enough to not cause me any problems, and I haven't moved any here because the shocks are on full compression. So I'm just going to 3D print a couple other little bits and change the spare wheel on top, because that says toolbox and it's clearly not. And hopefully ready to give it a test drive.
And now, after a late night surgery in a Reactive Terrain garage, the Delica is reborn, and beneath it, that iconic scaled perfect shell, lies the beating heart of an SCX24. Gone is its toy grade wobble, and in its place, articulation, torque, a newfound sense of purpose, and suddenly the Sahara Desert isn't a nightmare, it's a playground. Some weighted wheels and shocks that actually work, a proper drivetrain, and the difference is night and day. It's still the same gorgeous shell, but now with the soul of a true crawler, a true overlander. The old stock Delica wheezing its way into early retirement, and now look at it. The upgraded SCX24 beast eating rocks for breakfast, the same body, but two entirely different worlds. And here's the best part. It hasn't lost its charm. The Delica's true strength is its looks, and now those looks are matched with a genuine capability. It's a proper trail-ready minibus. Because who doesn't want to take their entire extended family on a rock crawling adventure? So from an AliExpress toy to a trail titan, this Delica's journey proves one thing. Sometimes the right body just needs the right bones. And with that, an SCX24 beating heart, this little bus is going places. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the tale of two Delcias, one born a toy, the other reborn as a crawler. Let's not just admire it from behind the lens, let's grab it, flip it over, and really talk about what's going on underneath, and see what G-Dog thinks of this crazy Delcia build.
Well, it's out
It's
the
grown
bottom.
a bit.
It has grown a bit. Yes,
I think it's grown up.
Yeah, yes, it became more capable. Bearing in mind its box it came in was more capable than it.
We can prove that.
Yeah, well, that's what the video shows.
Do you know what? It works. It looks right.
Yeah, I didn't want to go
You know,
too monster truck. I mean,
No.
it is literally just a spare parts build. I've got two stock axles underneath here, a mixture of metal, 3D printed, and stock links.
Look, it works. Do you know, that is pretty capable.
That's really good.
As
It needs
is.
a smidge more
I mean,
weight
it's
on
not.
it.
It's not a rock climber. It's a trail. It's,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool. I didn't really have to trim, or actually, I should probably trim a little bit more, but I refused to. I trimmed a little bit off the front arches, probably about 4 mil, but you wouldn't know.
you wouldn't know. So you could get away with trimming a bit more.
Yeah, it would just kind of eat into the lettering maybe, but it doesn't. It only rubs just a smidge, and that's at full. You know, literally just there. It's not enough.
It's not enough to worry
Yeah,
about.
so it doesn't. The rear arches I didn't trim at all because they don't go up into them.
Do you know, you know, people are looking at this going, well, you know, where did you get it from? The original one?
AliExpress.
AliExpress. Good old AliExpress.
But the yellow and black one's more expensive. I don't know why.
Because it's yellow and black and more popular.
Well, no, really, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Who's going to buy a red one? Would you buy a red car? Nobody buys a red car.
Yeah, I don't know. When I bought it, it wasn't the yellow and black one. Wasn't.
No, because when we try to get things, they're first out. So
Wow,
they're cheap.
yeah.
But 3D printed,
Oh yeah, I changed
of
the ones
wheels on
because they
there.
had toolbox written on them.
they did, and it didn't look right, did
No,
it?
so I just put a couple
But-
of 3D printed.
You know, if somebody's got a really cheap build in mind and they want something fun,
Yeah, it's wicked. I love
That's
it.
it.
It's such a cool little overlander now. Like I say, it's got, you know, I haven't got nothing special on it yet. I don't know, if I did a proper one, like a real, if I wanted it to be super capable, I think you'd have
Look.
to put some metal underneath it.
do you want it? This is the thing. Do you want it to be super capable, or do you just want it to have a bit of fun with?
Well, I do like annoying people with
I
stuff
know
like
you do. You want to turn up and take class whatever on. You know what I mean?
That's what I love about these things. But
I don't think the wing mirrors will last long.
no, I think
Gotta be gentle
I
with
think
them.
they the accessories are definitely could.
But
Well, to be
a
fair,
very cheap build.
it's a
cheap
gr-
build.
great
If you've got loads of extra bits for underneath.
yeah, I mean the LEDs are just wired in to an SCX24 plug, and I put an SCX24 bumper on the front, so it sat down. I did have to trim the bumper underneath for the original. It's got to have a little couple of bars that go underneath it, and I just trimmed the valance slightly just so everything just sat literally nice and
Nice and
flush
flat. It
on it.
looks
So,
right though, doesn't it?
yeah,
Looks
it looks wicked, and I drove it around. It's so
right.
cool.
Yeah, it's
The
pretty
wheelbase is deadbolt up front and then a C10 at the back. So it's pretty dumpy. It's almost on par with the D90.
Yeah,
I think
I was
it's
gonna
about 3 mil wide longer than the D90.
That could make a massive
Yeah, it
difference.
could make a
we could
big
take that round the camel trophy and see if it works.
Yeah, could do. Could do.
Just put camel on the side.
Well, so, you know, it could pass off, I suppose, if you redid all the branding.
Do you know what? That's what I like about that. It comes fully branded. It's just done. You don't
It
have
does,
to buy
as long as you're
stickers.
not paying attention to what it says. You know,
Well,
courage, belief, infinity, glory.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, you know,
inspiration.
Well, it has. It has inspired you to build this.
Yeah, I suppose it has.
You know.
The Delica belief.
I just want to put
enthusiasm.
taxi. I really want to put taxi on the side or something, you know.
Yeah. But no, it's great. All the lights work. Well, a couple don't.
A little bit dim because, it's not the right. So
It's
you need
got
to
some
change the
really,
lights.
really fine copper cabling, just single strand copper cabling. They're really renowned to getting damaged quite easily. So I think I'll be
Changing it out.
just rewiring it or doing something at some point. But if it ain't broke,
Don't fix it. It's brilliant.
But there you
Well
go.
done. Well done.
From as capable as a
Box.
mobility scooter on the Sahara Desert to something that now actually crawls around reactive terrain.
Right, yeah.
So
and hasn't cost an arm and a leg.
like it didn't cost me anything. Well, other than buying this when I bought it was 23 quid.
Well, there you go.
And I didn't buy
Good luck if you can get it for that
I
price
didn't
now.
buy anything else for it because this is all just parts. And the beauty of it is that the actual underneath of it is 6 screws and the whole thing comes off. It's just
That's my kind of build.
left with the body.
Excellent.
And I didn't have to cut anything underneath. I literally just
Screwed it on.
Screwed it on.
Well, fair play.
Oh,
Brilliant.
that's a bit of a lie.
Oh. See, on camera he lied.
On camera, I actually forgot. I did trim where the battery sits in these. You would have noticed it at the beginning of the video. I actually cut the battery housing out.
Right.
Either side. So either side of it, you can just see where I've just
I
taken
see.
the
Yeah,
boxes
yeah.
out.
There's 2 boxes
There
that
were
come
2
down
boxes.
either side.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I completely forgot I had to take them out. And that was just because it was where the battery was going to sit and there was these boxes sort of fouling everything. But they come off really easy.
And I like the fact that you've put these,
So
bars.
yeah, I had these like in my box. And I was like, what?
Endura ones.
Because it actually has them on it. When you cut the boxes off,
Oh, they're on it.
they're on it. So I was like, because originally I was going to put the bare bone chassis on it.
Yeah.
And then I opened my box. I was like, I've got a couple of side steps. And then I eyed it up. I was like, right, it's going to have to be a stock XCS 24 so I can use it. And like I say, I just used the stock bumper with the lights in.
Do you know what? That looks brilliant.
But it come up look really well.
It does really look well.
So there you go. What a great little project. Super fun. And if you enjoyed the video, then make sure you smash the buttons all below. Just like G-Dog's doing right now.
Them ones.
Yeah. Or did you know, have you done it yet? Have you hyped the channel?
Have I hyped the channel?
Yeah. No. Now you can go along your buttons where it says subscribe, like, share. There's a button that says hype.
So have I got to go hype?
Hype now, and you
Hype.
can put the hype, and you can give us some credits for hype. It's not money credits.
What credits is it?
It's like a hype credit. It's like
Does that mean we get higher in the ranking?
Well, I guess so.
Please, because we need it.
Yeah. So, but you can now hype the video.
Okay, let's
Because
do
I
it.
had a comment on one of our videos that said, I wish I could smash the like button 100 times. Well, you can smash the like buttons, and now you can hype.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, good. You going to remember that?
I'll try.
Okay, so if you're new to the channel, then make sure you smash that subscribe button
Hit the like button
and notification bell,
and that hype button.
and I'll see you next time.
No, let's do that again.
Oh, do it again.
Yeah,
Right,
because
okay.
I forgot the RC in it. Right, come on.
If you're new to the channel, then make sure you smash that subscribe button
Hit that like button
and the notification bell,
and the hype button.
and I'll see you next time. You're not
I'll
going to get that, are you? No. Okay, cool.